All right, so we're playing on the Hollywood board. We have both of the diversities, the habitat and the species. And then we have two animals. We have reptiles and primates. This is a nice one to go to, and this one is as well. So I'm going to want to try to go as fast as I can on the green. Hollywood Hills, so bonus blue cards, sponsors. This is the best of the sponsor cards and is really good on this particular board, so I'm going to do that one. All right, next. Yeah, I'll take this one. I don't care so much about having to discard cards. It's not a big deal. All right, so obviously this one, and I actually like the one with the pavilion a little better than the kiosk. It's a bit more flexible because you don't have to worry about placement, and I like points. So these are the ones I'm taking. Okay, so I got my cards. First of all, I've got a science one, the research, as well as the international zoo. So I have to beat the blue player in different tags. That's probably going to be easier than getting a whole bunch of science tags, but who knows? With 3 bonus blue cards, that that might be helpful. That we'll see. At any rate, given that my sponsor's here and I get an additional, let's see. I can sell the X token. I don't have an X token. I may have to build first. Yeah, I think I'm just going to grab money for this initially and then maybe build the big aquatic area here. I know it's not touching a rock, but this doesn't touch a rock, and neither does this. So as long as the last one doesn't touch a rock, it shouldn't be a big deal. This one here, there's 2 that are for reptiles. This one's a little cheaper, takes a 3 instead of a 4. So that's why I'm opting with that one. Also, the snapping might be better than the scavenging, but it's not. The scavenging isn't bad. Guaranteed something. So, this one takes too long to play, and there's no guarantee there'll be a pet in there when I do play it. I mean, 6 rep is a lot. This is a good card. I usually would like this card. It's also good, getting you closer to these Hollywood signs. But I think I gotta stick with the animals for now. Each of these have 2 different. I mean, I know there's an overlap with the predator, but 2 different tags. So depending on which way I go, again, I think I'm gonna go shark first. Maybe shark in this thing, but we'll see. All right, so I'm going to go get $5 because I got expensive stuff. I guess I get $8, right? Oh no, I can. Never mind. I get 5 and I can trade. Is what I can do. I am not going to do that. All right, so I'm going to do a build. I'm not going to be able to do anything fancy. I'm just dropping this guy. This is going to touch a rock and a water. I wanted to kind of put it up here or maybe over here and drop something on this. But I want to get a sponsor. Maybe it'll be something that I can use that has some sort of tag on it that won't cost me anything. We'll see. But I want to kind of get these going as soon as possible. Let's see what we get. Ugh. All right. Well, that's a shame. We would need a bird to even use this. This isn't a very good card at all, so kind of a waste, and we took one away from somebody else. Oh well. No, I can't do that. Again, I only have 20, and I want to be able to do this. All right, so I am going to play the shark. Now there's these guys there. I want to make sure that I can get those, or get one of them at least. Okay. So we've already got a player with 3 different tags, and he still hasn't gone yet with his meeple. So I think that might be imminent, so I should probably save up and go for later stuff. I'm going to try to play these guys for cheaper, and so I'm just going to grab the green. Not super efficient, but what are you going to do? Player opted for something else. Instead of grabbing the project for 3 diversity, they now have 4 because they grabbed the building to get them a monkey. So he's also got a monk. That's decent strategy, since maybe he can get to the primates too and try to get to the 5 for the species diversity. Seems reasonable. I'm going to go get this guy because, again, I'm not going to be able to play this or have really a lot of stuff, so I'm just going to take this and play it on the next turn. Again, hopefully we won't have a break, but if we do, then I'll have some cash to do things. We'll see. All right, so gonna do the sponsor. I'm not gonna do a trade. I don't have any money. I can't do a trade anyway, so that's why I was grayed out. Well, do I need $5 is the question. Let's see. Get some build if we needed to. I've only got $11. Yeah, I think I'm just going to trade one for $5. All right, the break's at 11 of 15. I'm going to do a build. I want to get towards this H. And this spot has 5 around it versus this spot with 4. So either way, I get to touch both things. So I should get an additional $3 income, yes, from 11 to 14. Just going to discard this guy here. I would need a bird, and it's not a great card in general. So all right, so I'm going to play an animal. Play this guy here. This is going to trigger the shark. And I'll be able to do that. All right. That went to the green player because he had a cube on it. I'm going to get cash. And I can't play anything right now. All right, so I'm hit with a venom. That's causing a problem. I had wanted to use the sponsors and grab money and sell an X, but if I'm losing all the money, I'm not going to be able to do what I want to do. So I've got to just clever that down and waste a turn. I get an X and I can sell them, so it's not awful, but it's not great. All right, so I need cash. I'm going to do this. Do a trade. And sell one of my X tokens. and break 3. I am going to do the build, and I need a 3 enclosure. Is that how I want it? Yeah, I guess I can build this way or whatever. All right, I'm putting that in. I will have 15 left, and this costs 15. So that's what I plan on playing. So I can't really build something else. Now I may end up having to take something else anyway, because this player's got 3 of the different continents and probably will hit the habitat, but I don't know. These are the only 2 options I have, so I'm just going to draw one from the deck and see what happens. No, the extra release gives me this. Again, I can't really build this, so I'm going to pass. I only did do habitat diversity at 3, so I can't, habitat diversity at 3, so I won't be able to do that. But I do have a sea cave that I can release at once I probably want to get this out first, but it's player animal. That's all my cash. What do we get? Alright, so no yellow. There is a reptile option. I don't have the money to do that, though. That might be a better way to go, although I think I'm just going to dump this one as soon as I can. This is kind of I'm running into problems here. I think I'm going to keep this, as it at least gives me a better chance at this. We'll see what happens. Alright, let's put this thing out. We're going to add an X so I can play it. It'll give me an X. And then I'll be able to trade that X. I haven't gotten a single project done, so this doesn't bode well. I am going to, I've got a release I can do for this. However, I'd rather get this first and then be able to release it. So yeah, let's see how this works. I'm gonna have to build an enclosure for this guy here. What's my bonus? Oh, well, good. I think I'm gonna try to cover this H 25.9. I'm just gonna build a 2 down here, I think. So let me build the 2 first and see what happens. The chicken. Right now, what am I sitting at 2 for this? Yeah, it's probably, oh, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not terrible, not terrible. And I can build here and pick up another couple, or these 2 and pick up another couple. All right. I don't know that I want to build this guy there. I'd rather have him next to this guy for income. You know, let's do this. Get an extra couple points. And this I already have an herbivore. However, there is this guy here now that I can qualify if I play this. Alright, so maybe a little better outlook. Alright, I got pilfered. Luckily I didn't get both of the pilfers. The red's going to get one for the green line. I can't give up any. I mean, maybe I can give up this card, but it's worth, 5-ish points to me, so. Actually, what right now it's worth 7. I need this to get the. I can't. I have to just get money. There's no choice. Being threatened with somebody else taking the 2 reptiles yet. I would like to use the sunbathing, so I'm going to grab a couple cards, and unless they're amazing, I'm going to probably trash them. Oh, one of them is kind of nice. I like that one. Alright, well, we'll see. Okay, I thought I was going to have a chance at this at 4, however, the red player now has 4, so that's likely gone. I'm just going to dump the elephant or the animal down for an X token so I can play this because I'm already at 24 points. Alright, so I've already got 2 of these out. If I take the double, it'll get me up to 2. I've also got a card in my hand that I could play to get an additional one. So I think I can make 5 pretty safely. This one also is a very good one. In general, I like this one because all I have to do now there's only 5 continents, and I have to I think 3 is very easy to do. I'll probably have to focus more on getting the partnerships because they count as 2, but usually that's not terrible. And I know we have a habitat diversity, so it might be that my opponent or the blue player in this case specifically may try to get a bunch of them as opposed to all of one type, because there's no one type up here that matters. So yeah, I think either one of them is going to give me 3. I think it may be harder to get 4 from the International Zoo versus the Research Zoo. So I'm going to keep the Research Zoo. Alright, I'm just going to do my best in this train wreck of a game. I'm going to finally be able to do this native animals. So give me some points at least. If not a way to get what I need to do. Let's see. Since I'm still having problems with money, I'm going to trade one of these for $5. And that'll be that. Let's play my reptile. And I don't know that I need the bird. Yeah, I don't know that I need the bird anywhere. So I'm just going to sell it. Well, I finally get to get my first project. So I can do the habitat, but I'm going to probably wait to get it at 5. I'm not going to get rid of the reptile. I need to use him, so I'll just do this at the 3rd slot. And get my meeple. I'm going to upgrade associations when able. and likely not be able to do it before the break as we're at 14, but that's okay. So I'm just going to put down my protection. Get me an X. I don't have a great deal that I need money for right now. This is going to cost me 11. I won't be donating. Even if I spend 10, that's still plenty. So I'm not going to sell one right now. Bag is gone, so that's not an option. I'm just going to get a different one. Doesn't seem to matter. I'm going to take the orange in the event that I want to get this guy, I guess. I don't know. I want to upgrade the build first. And no donate. Alright, so I'm going to do a build. I need to put out a 3 enclosure. I think I'm just going to put all that right here since I'm going to be building this animal quickly. Alright. I'm going to put this here. This is the problem with this whole area. There's no access to rock other than this. So if I get something that needs me to put it next to rock, that could be problematic. Well, let's see what happens. Watch something with a double rock or some nonsense. Let's see what my sponsor is. Okay, well, where am I at? 26. Get a buck every time I put down by water, so I'm going to put this extra one here. Still a lot of open water, so that one will be good. So I'm going to play my bear. And then move association up. Alright, so the big shark is taken by the red player who can't actually play it. He's got spots, but he's got to be by the rock, so unless he's got the card that allows him to ignore that, he's not going to be able to play it. Might have just been a I don't know, defensive thing, not sure. But anyway, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to take 1 rep. It's going to put me up a level, get me closer to an extra card. I'm going to snap this, and I'll get the sea lion closer for my shark. So I'm going to snap this guy here. Alright, hold on. I can go 1, 2, and then I can spend 12. And I'll get 5. I don't think that's enough. So that's going to cost me 9. So again, I'll lose 7, which is not going to be enough. So I'm going to pass on the donation. Orange release. Does a couple things for me. One, it will make this guy close enough to me that I can use the shark attack on it. And 2, eventually I would like to release this shark attack, or this reef shark anyway. I will get 6 green for the 5 points, 5 tickets that I have. So that should be a good ratio. All right, so this guy's still hanging around, so I'm going to play my animal. Which means I'm going to shark attack that guy. Let's do this. All right. Make a trade. Do I need more money is the question. We're only 6 in. I'm going to be playing this guy. So when I do build, I'll get money back. And that's not a bad spot there either. I think I just want to maintain the X token. So I'm not going to trade. I do get to clever something. I think I want to clever. Let's see. I could build on that and get more money for more builds if I want. I'm protected from any pilfers, so there's no issue. Are there any cards that I need is the question here. I'm going to be down to 1 card. I don't know that I want to clever anything. You know what? I'm going to clever this. Yeah, I'll clever this and I'll build in a little while. Sure. Yeah, I just need research for that. Okay. Right, so I don't have an opportunity to cause a break. Others might be motivated to try it, however. So I'm just going to play my sponsor. And that will get me additional monies as I build around the water. And if I get by all of them, and I will not be doing a trade, if I get by all of them, it's an additional green point at the end of the game. I'm going to take 2 cards and hope that entices somebody to end the round. Might. We'll see. Okay. Push cards. I could move it down maybe. Oh, we'll see. Alright, so I do have the edge on the green player towards getting towards habitat diversity. We each have 4, and his is down here, so he would have to do something to get, looks like an orange for him. There's nothing on the board, but he's got 6 cards. Blue and red have already done it, so I should be able to get it. I'm going to do a break and just get another X token for it. And I can actually buy one with the money that I get. So I'll do that too. Trade 5 for 1. Yeah, so now I have 3. Yeah, this should work. Alright, so of these cards, really the only one I can use is this one. I could release, my small aquatic to use this, but that's not what I will be doing. I want to release my big guy. I want to release the shark itself because I get a lot more points when I do this. I know I can do multiples, but I don't know that the game is going to go that long. So I'll snap the koala. He's reasonably good. He's quite a few points, and I've fine. I do have a spot to put him. Hopefully I won't screw that up. And then I'm at my 4th X token, which is good. And what do they replace it with? Nothing I can use. I want to do this diversity at 5. So I'm going to just use 3 of my X tokens to do this. I'll grab the blue partnership first, and then I can play diversity. What do I want? I could take another one of these guys. That would make that cheaper. I have a bit of money. Do I need to place? I got a 2. I got nothing but 3s here. The X tokens back aren't bad. What I really want, though, is I need to get 1 extra rep is what I need. Maybe I try for the koala. All right, so I've already got a tag. Which do I want to put out? Need an extra orange. Although I can release 2 different things I guess if I wanted to. Kind of want to do the shark. So let's grab some X tokens. And I don't think I can donate. I've got 43, but this guy's 21. Yeah, I'm gonna pass in the donation for now. All right, I'm gonna do my first build. I'm gonna need $30 to play these 2 guys. I'm gonna get this 5 here, so I'm actually gonna have 48, so $18 with which to spend. So I'll have enough, provided bad things don't happen. All right, so here we go. That's for this guy here. I want to do one of these things. Yeah, oh, that's right. I'm getting money back as I put them, so I guess I've got more room to maneuver. Forgot I had the aquatic guy up. Or hydrologist or whatever. Yeah, hydrologist. All right. I want to leave this here. I want to get some cards for, I think this one, pouches. Yeah. So I'm going to move this guy down. I've already got 1 card to pouch. I just need 1 more. Let's move this down. All right, I have to change my plans a little bit. I won't be able to do the cards without risking a break. So I'm just going to spend an X token and put a 3 enclosure out. Get another X token back. So I'm at 36, sorry, 39. Yeah, I can put this down here. So I'll be able to do the animals next time if I wish. All right, so I'm just going to do this. And I'm going to take this so I can eventually get this guy here, which will get me another green. That also gets me 1 more towards this, so it gets me an extra green for that. That's later. I'm going to upgrade certainly this guy. This will get me an additional bump. I'm just looking to get here. I don't have the money to donate unless, of course, there's a break, which there really shouldn't be. I mean, the only person who could do it would be the blue player, but he's already got $64, and that seems dumb. Yeah, there's no way he's going to do that. Alright, so I'm passing. Alright, so I am going to play my animals. I'm going to get a bump for that. I'm going to play the koala. It's got to go here. I can only pouch one card, or I'm only going to. That'll get me an extra meeple and another green point. And then I'm going to pouch this. Alright, I can now play this guy, and I can boost cards down to 1, getting my association closer. So I want to play this guy as soon as possible. So I know I can't play him yet. We'll need a break, but I'm up there in money and points. So I can maybe even cause a break on my next turn. We'll see. Alright, so I am going to try to encourage somebody to do a break. I don't know that green would do it, but red might. He doesn't have any money. So he seems pretty stalled on that. I mean, he may ignore that and go after something like this. Maybe not. So I don't know. We'll see. I do want to do a trade. I'm going to get another X token. And I'll break for 5. Did get a break. All I'm going to be doing is the release for yellow, and then my release for this one. Now I could also just do, like if somebody fills that spot, I could do this one and then maybe this one again. But that's my plan. There's a pet out there. The green player could use a pet, but then he'd have to build something anyway for a second animal. That doesn't seem terrible, even though he does get 9 points for that. This one, I don't want to see. The red player is the one that's really my focus. And he's got a monkey with the green, so I think I'm going to take this one. He's got all sorts of places to play things, but he can't play this. He can play this if he wants. That's fine. Can't play this right now. Could play this, but I'm not going to be playing anything that I'm going to be taking, so I can take this. And I mean I even qualify for it. So if I have to, I can certainly do this one as well. So I'm going to snap that. And then take everything. I don't know if it's my turn. No, he's got stuff to do anyway. Here's the next token. I'm going to do a release here. All right. This one is going to give me 4 green. I don't think I can do better than that. That one's 2. This doesn't matter. Yeah, so I want to do the Africa. I think it's a Serengeti. And I'm going to take the yellow back because I need it for this guy. It gets me a bonus screen as well. No, I just get my normal points. And I donate. For my first donation of the game. All right, now I've got 4 X tokens, and I can do this guy here as my last action. Alright, it's time to end this. I need to spend all my X tokens. And play my card. What is that? Yosemite. I don't want that. I guess I'll take money. Whatever. Doesn't matter. And I will donate to get up to 108. I've also got quite a few blue points. I just need to hold off the red player, who can probably also do this. He probably doesn't want to do that one. That one's a little better. Yeah, yeah, I'm not sure. Doesn't look like he can get a ton though. I mean, he may be able to get close to what I have, but he's got no blue cards, and I have one. No, that one didn't work. 2, I've got this area here. 3, so I've got 3 green already. I'm only going to get 2 from this guy, but that's 5. I don't see him with an elephant, so I think I got this. Unless green or blue can do something weird in the end, but I think I got this. All right, well, it was a close game for second place. I did have enough to beat, I believe he was a red player, Harb there. It went a little long, I think. Yeah, 37 turns. Let's take a look at the final situation. All right, so yeah, I knew what I was going to get. Let's take a look here. What did he have? Designer Zoo. Not many. I think he looks like he has 4 different. 1, 2, 3, and his special. So he only got 1 on this. So that certainly hurt him. And it also looked like he was avoiding the Hollywood signs for some reason. I don't know what that was all about, but yeah, I don't know. At any rate, I thought he had us early. I did see him take a shark that he couldn't play, but other than that, it looked like he had a pretty solid game. So let's try this again.